both of my sons, Louis and Leo, were referred to the Royal at a very young age due to their sight being incredibly short-sighted. We came along here and the staff have been amazing. We've had regular appointments throughout their lives. They are now 9 and 5. In January, we were offered a treatment for Louis. They were concerned about what was going on the back of his eye, and they couldn't actually see properly when they were dilating their eyes. So Louis was the first to be able to avail of this new fabulous technology that Dr. Terry has provided for this unit. The technology allowed them to look after taking a drink. They were able to then look really closely into the back of Louis's eye, and it was great because they could then see that there was an issue. If we didn't have that technology available, it may not have been picked up for them then to subsequently for Louis to have an operation, which has created scar tissue in the back of his eye. This has been incredibly successful for Louis and probably will prolong and ensure that he is able to see for the rest of his life. Leo, at 5 years of age, again came along. You have to take a drink, which then allows them to see what's going on in the back of the eye in this special technology. This again is challenging for younger children, for them to be able to look in, and you have to open your eyes really wide at certain times, and then they take an image of what's going on. The staff here are absolutely sensational, and their patience of saints, because they will take the time for them to get the right images. Again, when we had Leo's treatment, this showed the same similar pattern. But Louis had, and then we have been able to, then Leo is getting his operation done in the next 4 weeks. I think if we didn't have this technology here, it may have been missed. And sadly, then both of my boys would possibly have had detached retinas. My brother had a detached retina when he was young, in both eyes, losing his sight in his left eye when he was 5, and subsequently losing his sight completely at 21. So for me, this was always a real fear. And this, I believe, this machine alone has been able to ensure that my boys have had the protective surgery to prevent detached retinas, for them to continue to be able to see for as long as they live, which is quite sensational. I am quite emotional about it. I think that if this wasn't picked up, and a knock to the head, a simple knock to the head, may well have detached a retina, and they would lose the sight in their eye. So my great thanks to Terry and the team that have been able to provide this here in the Royal, in Belfast, in our local town, for my children and all the other children that this is going to help. Thank you.